You guys just saw that thumbnail, so you know what's going on. Man, I'm so excited. I've been hinting at this in the last couple videos and being like, there's stuff in the background, like the turbo box is sitting up there. So there's a whole list of things we have planned for this car, one of which being, which you guys saw in the thumbnail, the new turbo. I'm gonna go over this in a little bit. This is the new G25 660. What's so sick about it is it's so small, basically like an SR20 turbo, but on a 6-cylinder. And Garrett's new technology, you can get away with doing that, and this thing spools super fast. So I'm super excited to take advantage of that, have this thing ripping sideways in about a couple weeks. I say a couple weeks because a drift event I'm already registered for, it's like 4 or 5 weeks out. Pretty much have to get all the fab stuff done in about 2 or 3 weeks. Try to get it to the dyno, work out any kinks and stuff like that. I don't want to be trying to do that the week of or whatever. As you can see, we've already kind of started pulling some stuff apart. Got the radiator out of here, the intercooler pipes off, which if you guys need any fabrication work, that's what I do. Hit me up, freaking Linton Motorsports on Instagram, and I'll get you guys hooked up with some sweet fab, intercooler, downpipe, bash bars, whatever. I gotta pull off everything on this side of the motor, like literally everything. I'll give you guys an update when we are, you know, cleared out. You guys down right there. So along with putting the new turbo on the car, we're also going to be putting a Haltech ECU. It's going to really let us take advantage of the new turbo, make sure everything's running crisp and safe, and maybe even put a couple fail safes in there, some preventative, you know, if it does this or that, you know, kill this or kill that to save the motor. We have Premier Auto Wire coming on board this year, and they're going to help us out with a new body harness for the car. That is a huge thing to me, because there is like, it must be a mile not really, but it seems like a mile of wiring in that car. If you've ever stripped out a 240, there's so much wiring in there, and to be able to just get rid of all that crap, and especially with a gutted car where you can see all that stuff, you know, it's gonna be really sweet to have a nice new body harness built, not have to worry about any fire hazards, or, you know, this wire was cut or this one's whatever. So super excited about that. We're gonna be going to a full switch panel and a digital dash, and really just getting this thing ready for some serious use this season. We've got big plans. There's a lot of things we want to hit. The iTrack season's been going great locally. There's some further away events with that series and some competition stuff with the whole iTrack. Plan on going to a couple of those for sure. And the big one that I'm super excited about is a little thing called clutch kickers. I can't make any promises, but we are anticipating and definitely trying our best to get out the clutch kickers, if not one round, hopefully more. I'm really excited for that. I mean, I know I keep saying I'm excited, but guys, I'm freaking stoked to have a new turbo on the car, making crazy power, the new wrap on the car, put a little bit more grip in the back of it, a little bit bigger tire, go out to clutch kickers, try to have some fun, and just see how we do. Honestly, I definitely can't forget to mention a little company called Koruworks here in Atlanta. You guys have probably heard of them. Do some really cool things with drifting. They make a bunch of cool little parts, like the radiator mounts. They're like nice little machine billet and stuff like that. They're a cool company and really cool dudes over there. They were able to help us out a little bit on basically everything, the Haltech, the turbo, all that stuff. Pretty much the bulk of the turbo setup came from Koruworks, and like I said, they were able to help us out a little bit, so I'm extremely thankful for that. Appreciate it, guys. And if you're watching this video, and they also do local stuff, so if you're somewhat close on the southeast or whatever, need something built, they have some really good technicians, fabricators, that sort of thing over there, so you can go get some stuff hooked up. I told you guys at the beginning of the video that we would talk a little bit more about this turbo, the G25 660. There's already a couple big YouTubers, Adam LZ, that sort of thing, that have already put these things on 1Js, and they do phenomenal. They make power like super early, they spool super quick. It's like just small enough where it'll spool quick but not really fall off too hard at the top, especially for the power goals we're shooting for. We shouldn't really see any fall off. I want to keep the tune like super safe. It's gonna be flex fuel, so it can run both, but 90% of the time drifting, it'll be or all the time when it's drifting, it'll be on ethanol. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but the big thing is with it being on ethanol, we're probably gonna have two maps, a low boost and a high boost, shooting for like 350 on low boost and about 450 on higher boost. This turbo should do plenty fine to do that safely on ethanol, and not really have to push it too hard to get that 450. But now that we have this thing bolted up in here, it's time to flip this intercooler over. I'm gonna do somewhat of like a mid-mount setup and have the intercooler pipes coming through right here, which is the whole reason why I built these headlights, so I could kind of get rid of all that crap that the pop-up motors, which actually, if you guys want these headlights, they're still somewhat in development, but they don't use any of your factory whatever, but you can go on Lenton Motorsports Instagram and pick up a set. I'm going to be selling these things here in about a month or two. Got a turbo housing in my hand, and as you can see, it's already been cut off, and put the elbow on there, about to go weld this thing out. I've been not really filming like I should have. I've been doing this sort of stuff because I'm on a deadline, but I got pretty much the majority, I say majority, but like half the intercooler piping sorted out, the other half planned out. So I just finished up this tube right here. Looks sweet. We're doing a mid-mount setup, and it's gonna be really sick. So I figured I'd show you guys filming this turbo elbow on the front of this housing. It's cast aluminum, which kind of sucks to weld. Should be no big deal. Go ahead and get this HD clamp welded first. That'll kind of get some heat in the part, so I won't have to preheat it quite as much. I got everything scrubbed down with a stainless steel wire brush just for aluminum. That's all the crap that came off of it after using a wire brush, which some of this is from the wire brush. Well, I got her welded out. That was pretty hard. Trying to get in between like all this stuff with the torch was really difficult. I couldn't actually get like a straight on shot right here, so I had to like come in at a really weird angle, try to get all this stuff. But it didn't turn out too bad at all. Nice. So as usual, I forgot to film any sort of outro. This is becoming pretty common with my videos, so a lot happened since that clip. We might have said knock knock who's there with a very expensive Jay-Z, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all will see in the coming videos. If you guys like the video, go drop a like down below and comment anything you want, or pretty much anything you want, and I'll try to get back to you pretty quickly, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.